Hello. Hello everyone. We are doing group. Thank you for your watching today. Today we're going to share the lithium battery recycling machine. Just the lithium battery recycling machine, we can by using this crushing device and the separation device to crash them to the copper and the black powder and other products. And just test for us how we control them and how to get different materials in different steps. Like today we're going to introduce just depends on our 3D layout. Okay, And let's start from here. Well, today we're going to share the lithium battery recycling machine. It will have different devices like the pre-processed device, the crushing device, and the separation device. Well, just we will introduce that what materials that we can use by this equipment and what products we can get and the detailed certificate, detailed capacity, and about the technique. So if you are interested in this business, you can just contact with us in the common place. We have our WhatsApp, our email, so you can just contact with us directly. Or if you want some other requirement, you can just send a private message to us. For example, you want to visit our client's factory, or you want to
有买家进入直播间了。
different the factories in different regions. You can just contact with us, tell us, and our sales manager contact with you immediately. And just we have the pre-sale service, on-sale service, and after-sale service. About the pre-sale service, well, just you can visit our company, visit our factory to see the prototype and the different kind of equipment. And also you can contact with our engineer to give you the unique program for you about your certificate, about your different device. And this is the pre-sale service, and the after-sale service we have 1 year warranty. And if you want the other install of this equipment and operation or the training of the workers, you can all just we have all this service for you. So just whatever you are,
有买家进入直播间了。
have our customers, so just you can buy this equipment. We have our customers in more than 120 countries, so you can also contact with our sales manager and visit our client's factory to see is it work well of our equipment and the detailed information. Okay, and let's start from here. This shows that different raw materials of different lithium batteries, like we all can use them. Like there are many kind of lithium battery, the power lithium battery and the hard shell lithium battery, mobile lithium battery. Like we as for the electric device are very popular nowadays. So we have many this kind of waste every day in our daily life. So just they are all called the hazardous waste. We can't just
有买家进入直播间了。
So if we use this device, use this technique, then we can recycle them. And the first is very environmental friendly, can just recycle this waste things to the treasure. And the second, about those products, we can sell them or have a deep processing that get profit. And this is the two, just the profit of this business. And like other lithium battery, the plastic shell lithium battery, these are all different type. And like the soft aluminium shell lithium battery, like different lithium battery, their products are kind of different. Like they maybe occupy different copper, or they have different black powder inside. So just you can see the lithium battery include the positive side and the negative side. Also inside of them they are the diaphragm, and also they have the electrolyte. This is what a lithium battery compose. And just we can all recycle them. In the positive side they are copper and black powder, and in the negative they are aluminium. So this is for the different final products we can get of the lithium battery. The copper, aluminium, and these two, the cobalt oxide lithium and the graphite powder, they are all called the black powder. So they are We have plenty of the black powder in the lithium battery, and they are the main products that
有买家进入直播间了。
it may occupy more than 50%, and it is much more expensive than the copper and aluminium for per ton. So this is the main products we can get, and there's some just the value metals inside, and it can just use that many area. So this is the 4 products that we can get. And also you can have a look at the technique of our equipment, just how to get different products by using this device. This is I'm not sure is it very clear to see, but if you want to get the 3D layout or the 3D video we all have, you can just send a private message to us. We can give you this, or if you want the catalog, you can also contact with us. Okay, and this picture start from here. We get the scrap lithium battery here, and then we need the pre-process. Like the first one, we need to discharge it because they have some power, the electric inside. So we need to first have the discharge process, and just this is to put the scrap lithium battery into the concentration of 8 to 15% of the chloride solution, and then we soak for 2 or 3 days to just fully discharge the electricity inside, just make the negative side and the positive side of the battery be short circuit, and just to ensure that it will crash and separate the lithium battery in a safe environment. And this is the first one, the first pre-process we need to discharge. And the second one, the shredder, or because the discharge we put it into the chloride solution, they are liquid and they have the water inside. So if you have a small capacity, like your capacity is lower than 500 kilogram per hour, then you can just put the water to evaporate just naturally. Or if you want to just higher efficiency, or if you have a bigger capacity, then you can have a carbonization furnace to help them to just dry faster. And this is another device. You can have a look. We will have a 3D picture later. And then the lithium battery being discharged, we'll go into the crushing step. The first one is a shredder. Oh yeah, the carbonization is here. Just back to the shredder. The first is a pre-process. We need to shred it into 3 to 5 centimeters particles, and then they can put it into the carbonization, because we need to feed the materials in a sealed system. So they need some pre-process to shred it. And this is why the shredder is in front of the carbonization furnace. Like we just dry them for maybe 100 to 400 degree, and all the water will evaporate, and the electrolyte also just been evaporate. Then we can put it into the safe treatment. And like the carbonization furnace, because we will have the heating system, so there will have some dust inside. Then we need the purification system to purify them. We have the high level of the purification device and the normal level. So they will depend on your regions, your environmental policies to have. This is a standard certificate. The first one is a spraying machine system to spray the harmful particles inside, And then the second, the activate carbon system to absorb the dust and the smoke. And then we use the UV photooxygen system to have the deep purify. And then this is the carbonization furnace to dry the water inside. And then we will come to the crushing step. The first one is the first crusher. It will crush the particles to 1 to 2 centimeters to these smaller meters, and this is the hammer blade crusher. We use the different type. They have different effect, and we use hammer blade crusher. It's a kind of impact crusher by the high-speed rotation of the hammer blades in the crushing chamber, so as to make the raw materials to be crushed to 1 to 2 centimeters. This is the first one. And then the second one, the first rotary screen. And then what is the used for? This is to collect this black powder. In this step, the 60% of the black powder will be recovered. This is the rotary screen. Will do the first separation. So you can see the separation step and the crushing step are mixed. And the first is a crushing step, and the second is the separation step. And then they separate the black powder to more than 60%. They will have a scrim inside, and a scrim is the spare part. We need to change it frequently to control the sizes of the black powder. If it not reach the standard, then it will come to the second, the third crushing device. And then the device materials will go into this magnetic separator. This magnetic separator is to just separate the iron from the raw materials, or the iron may be have the damage of this boil plate, and also the iron is much more cheaper than this copper and aluminium, so we just put it out, or it will have influence about the prices of our metals. So this is the magnetic separator, and then we will come to the liner vibrating screen. And this step is to separate the diaphragm. The liner vibrating screen uses the vibration for screening and controls different products through the multi-layer screen mesh, which are just charged by their respective outlets. The two layers of the screen mesh are, the first one is 2 mm and the second one is 100 mesh. They are stainless steel. The top layer of the screen are diaphragms, and the middle layer is the copper, aluminium, and the black powder. And the bottom layer is the black powder. So just we can not only separate the diaphragm for the separation rate of 98%, and also we can separate some of the black powder. This is a liner vibrating screen. And then they will come to the secondary crusher. This is also a hammer blade crusher to have the high speed rotation of the hammer blade to crush the material under 6 mm. Then they come to the secondary rotary screen. Also, this is a separation device to feed into fully sealed rotary screen. The material is all sealed to put it, and inside there is a screen of 120 mesh to the surface rolling rotary screen, and they will just discharge the carbon black that reach to the standard. Then in this step, the recovery rate of the black powder is 95%. Okay, and now we have recycled 95% of the black powder and 98% of this the diaphragm, and then we have 5% of the black powder, and also the copper and aluminium. They are two metals. So we will use this is the third crushing step, the grinder. And the grinder, this is the third step to grind the raw materials, mostly are the copper and the aluminium as the granular state. Like they inside they are 6 millimeter to 1 millimeter particles, and then they are also now they are the granular shape for smaller ones. And then by using this anti-vibrating screen to recycle all the black powder inside. The anti-vibrating screen has a high precision screening machine with low noise, high efficiency, and hole sealing structure. They are applicable to the safe granular powder materials. So in this, the recycling rate of the black powder is about 99%. Is all the powder, all the black powder, they are all recycled. Then we also have the other two metals remain. So how to recycle them? We use the air separator, to separate the copper and aluminium. But because they are two metals, so we can't use the electrostatic separator. We can only use the air separator, but it also have the good effect. This also called the gravity separator. The air gravity utilized the combined action of the airflow and the vibrating friction on the materials. The larger coppers, they will just settle to the bottom, and the smaller particles, the lithium, they will just in the front of these materials to separate them. In this link, the recovery rate of the copper and the aluminium is 98%. This is the whole process of the separating. So just any questions you have about this technique, you can all just comment. We have different device to recycle different products. Like we will recycle the black powder in the rotary screen. We have two rotary screen and also the ID vibrating screen. And the diaphragm, they are recycled in this liner vibrating screen. Then the two main metals, they are recycled in the last step in this air separator. Also, we have some iron in recycle this magnetic separator. This is the whole process. And this is our word introduction. You can have a look. It's more clear to understand about different processes. Like the first, the discharging step, we use to put the battery into 5 to 15% of the sodium chloride, the solution for 48 hours to let the battery discharge completely. For the later we will have a safe environment. And the second is the shredder. We will use the break the batteries to the smaller particles, and then we will have a sub-operational device. If you have a large capacity, maybe more than 500 kilogram per hour or 1 ton, 2 ton per hour, then we can use this carbonization furnace to dry your raw materials more fast and more efficient. So just the carbonization furnace, we will heat to 100 to 450 degrees by gas or electricity to make this liquid, like just the liquid from the discharging step to volatilize. Then we will come to the crushing and separation step. Here we come to the first crusher. Oh, just by the way, The carbonization, we need the purification system to purify different particles and different harmful things. So like the glass and smoke removal system during the above process, we need the glass cleaning system, including spring tower, activate carbon system, and UV photooxygen catalytics, and to remove the dust, because for the whole step, the whole line, we will have the dust because the raw materials we use are the waste things. They may have some dust just on the surface, so we need to have the dust collection machine. Just if you don't have if you don't choose the carbonization furnace, so we don't have the smoke, don't have water pollution, chemical pollution. The only pollution we need to deal with is the dust. It's very easy to deal. You can choose the cyclone dust collector or the pulse dust collector to purify them. Like the cyclone dust collector is to collect the bigger dust, the bigger particles, and the pulse dust collector is to collect the smaller dust. There's two devices. If you have a small capacity, then you can choose one pulse dust collector is enough. Or if you want to deal with many materials every day or every hour, you can choose one cyclone dust and one pulse dust to ensure there are no dust in your workshop. And then we will come to the first rotary screen. The first rotary screen, we can get about 60% of the black powder from it, and the screen mesh is 120%. Well, we have different spare parts. Like the screen is a spare parts, the blade maybe we need to change for a few months. And later in this PDF, it will show. So you can have a wait. And then the first crusher come here to put it into 10 millimeter, and then it will come to the rotary screen. Then the particles, they have some iron inside, and iron, they are much more cheaper than the copper and aluminium. So when we have the production, it's better for you to recycle them first, or when it mixed it with the copper and aluminium, it will have an influence about the price. And also the iron, they are bigger particles, so it will just damage, have harmful of your, in this crusher, your boiler plate. So we will have this magnetic separator, this step, and then the liner vibrating screen. They have two screens. One is 2 millimeter and one is 100 mesh. From the top screen, it is to recycle the diaphragm. 98% of the diaphragm will recycle from here. And the middle is the copper, aluminium, and a small amount of this black mesh. The front is the bottom. We can also get the black mass, so we can just recycle some of the black mass in this step. The main products we recycle here is the diaphragm. And then the second crusher to get the crush the particles that's smaller than 6 millimeter, and the second rotary screen to get about 90% of the black mass. Then a grinder with grinding the materials, mainly the copper and the aluminium, to granulars. It's the same as I have introduced. And then this is some features of our equipment and the technical standards. You can have a look. Is it clear to see? The features of us, we include the first, we adopt the advanced technique of crushing and separation system. After crush separately, then copper, aluminium, and powder of the plastic and negative plate will be separated in a separation system with high purity output. And the second is the mainly technique is to combine the crushing and separation system for battery cycling, achieve greater energy saving effects during this production process. and get a high separation rate of copper, aluminium, and powder of this negative and positive plate. And the technique standard, the materials we can recycle, the separation rate can reach to 98%. And this is, you can see, the recovery of the metals and recovery of the powder, and also the lithium diaphragm. And about the content of the metals and the powder, we controls less than 1%. That is just it means that all this black powder, they are very pure, so they can sold at a good price. And this is equipment layout.
有买家进入直播间了。
And the double shaft shredder, belt conveyor, the carbon furnace. And then this is also a belt conveyor. Okay, and this is the separation device to, if you have a large capacity and want to dry this liquid more fast, to put it to evaporate more fast, so you can have this, and it will link with the carbonation system and the oxygen system and so on. And this is also the 3 device. Then it will come to the second crash, the primary hammer crusher by using the hammer blade step. and then the rotary screen to control it, to recycle the black powder for 60%, and then a magnetic separator to separate the iron, and then liner vibrating screen separate to recover to separate the diaphragm. ID vibrating screen also separate the black powder when conveyor for the sealed conveying transportation step, and then put it into the secondary screen. Then in this step we can recycle more than 95% of the black powder. Then by using this second grained ID vibrating screen air separator to separate all the device. This is also a 50%, the 500 kilogram per hour's capacity. And this is a 3D layout. If you want to get this, you can just contact with us. For the whole line, they are all environmental friendly. We don't have the noise. They are lower than 85 dB, and we don't have the air pollution because we have purification. Or if you don't need the carbonization furnace, there no smoke. We need to purify. And we don't have the water pollution because there's no water used in this step, and no chemical pollution. And they are all just we use the physical crashing step, crashing design. So the only pollution now we need to deal with is the dust. Then we have the post dust collector, or if you have a larger capacity, we can also have a cyclone dust collector to purify all the dust. And then the purified rate, the separation rate can reach to 99.5%. So don't need to worry about the pollution of this whole line. They are all environmental friendly. You can have this in all over the world, in each regions can reach to the same standard. And this is the 3D layout. If you want to get this 3D layout, you can send a private message to us, or you can contact with us directly. We will have the catalog and the certificate and the quotation for you, and they have the different design. Okay, and this is today's live show. We introduced the lithium battery recycling machine, and for these raw materials, products, technique of the processing line. So just any questions you have about our technique, about the market, you can leave in the comment place, or you can send a private message to us, tell us your requirements. We are the Chinese manufacturer of this waste lithium battery recycling machine. We also have other recycling equipment. They can all recycle different kind of e-waste, like the PCB board, solar panels, and so on. So if you are interested in this, welcome to contact with us, and thank you for your watching today. Have a nice day.